Yo YouTube, back with another video. This time it's a single piece of mail that I received. Once we crack into it, I'll post a photo on the screen there where you can see what I bought, what I paid for it. But this is kind of a unique one, so I thought it would be fun to show on camera. It's a good size lot. As you can tell, package is pretty good size. Looks like it's packed well, which is always a good sign to start with. So I'm just going to cut this off here and we'll get into it. Hopefully. There we go. Alright, so we got a nice little sandwich there of stuff. Again, pretty good packaging. Alright, so usually what I do when I get something that's packed like this, I just kind of go around to each side and rip the masking tape, or painter's tape, or whatever it's attached with. And then it usually releases the contents pretty easily from there. And you can discard the cardboard and get to the goodies. Okay, so it looks like we got them in two different baggies here. Of course, there's always one little piece of tape that likes to hang on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's give you a taste here. This is what we got. Put it on screen there. So I paid $25 for this lot. So this is kind of interesting. So this is normally the reverse of what I would do when I'm looking to buy a lot. But I got in on this really quick, like right when it was listed. The seller was listing it at auction starting at 99 cents or best offer. So I just flat out offered 25 bucks. I wanted to make sure I offered a good enough price it would motivate the seller to just accept it and move on. And as you'll see in a minute here, $25 was extremely good deal for this lot. So let's start with this bag here. Ricky Carmichael is a good one right off the top. Last one I sold for $18, I think. $15, something like that. I don't know. I'll post it on the screen there, but so that's, you know, 2/3 of my money back in one sale if I get 15 for it. Looks to be in really good shape. Edges are nice. I was kind of worried about maybe some of how the edges were torn. Here's a Lance Armstrong first Sports Illustrated for Kids card. Of course, there's the controversies and stuff with him, but there's still good value in that card. Let's set these down. Vivian Wegrith, she is a sky surfer. Only card of her, I believe. Mark Ruiz. Some of these I definitely have to comp, but they're in pretty darn good shape. I'm excited about that. I was kind of worried maybe they'd be. I mean, I saw a photo of them, and I doubt they're PSA 10s or anything, but this one's really sweet. This is a Tony Hawk when he was really young, of course. Really nice shape. No dents, no tears. Perforations look really good, so that's nice. This is Scott Gomez. Paul Correa as a kid. Here's one of the stars of the show, the Serena sisters. A little bit of a dog ear up there, but not bad. Not bad. No tears. Perforations are really good. Nice. There's another one. Pete Sampras rookie. Oh, these go for, I think, like $25 to $30. So that would pay for the lot as well, all by itself. Here's Pete Sampras rookie. I shouldn't say rookie, I should say first Sports Illustrated card. I'm not exactly sure it's a rookie. But these do pretty well too. Oh, this is the these are the April Fool's ones. See, he's got a ping pong paddle instead of a tennis racket there. Silly. So I'm not sure what these go for, but I would imagine not terrible. There's a little bit of extra here on the perforation, but I can clean that up. Get the rest of that torn off. See, it says April Fool's Day card. But the card itself is in really nice shape, so that's good. And this is the real star of the show. So this is a Serena Williams rookie card. So this is 1999. Her very first card. And these go for about $200. So once I saw this card in the lot, that was enough there for me to really want to make an offer. Plus, as you've seen, even up to this point, what a great lot this has been, and there's more to come. So that's great. Here's a Steffi Graf. I believe this is her first Sports Illustrated for Kids card. If not, it's, you know, it's definitely still something that's easy to sell. A little bit of paper. I don't know if that's paper loss or... Yeah, well, almost looks like it's paper folded over on the card. Yeah, it is. So I can even clean that up, and then it's got a nice... It'll have a nice clean edge, you know. I thought it had some paper loss, but it doesn't, so good news there. Ron Hornaday. So NASCAR stuff has been a decent pickup for me, especially with the Sports Illustrated stuff. Again, I got to clean that off on the top there. This is like racing trucks. I'm guessing he doesn't have very many cards. Here's one of John Force, who's a funny car driver. I've sold a different Sports Illustrated for Kids card to him, and talked to a couple collectors in this area, and he is quite a legend in his sport, so I imagine I can do okay on that card too. It's Jackie Joyner Kersey's first card. Of course, everybody knows who she is. She's an Olympic legend, heptathlete, but really known for her long jumps. Here's Michael Johnson, who is, again, a household name in the Olympics for sprinting. This is his kid card. It's a Mo Vaughn. For baseball, of course, he played for the Angels at that time. A little bit of cleanup to do there. Played for the Red Sox for a long time. Vinny Castilla. These are a little bit more common cards. You know, a couple bucks here or there. There's Alomar. They're actually in really good shape. I thought it said non-mint or something like that in the listing, but these are really good. Here's a winner, Tiger. You know, 12, 15, 20 bucks, something like that is what most of the Tigers go for. I'll have to look this one up. This is early too. This is 99. Oh, that's really nice. Here's a David Duval. I believe this is his first Sports Illustrated for Kids cards. The golf cards do really well, and again, really nice shape. Good perforations, no tears. The myth, the man, the legend, Wayne Gretzky. Of course, this, which should be easy to sell, it does have a chunk of paper loss, but the front looks perfect. So here's a Paul Kariya. He was big when I was watching hockey, so definitely, I'm guessing, has a market there. Madonna, same thing. Ed Belfour. Lindros. I think this is Lindros's first Sports Illustrated for Kids. Here's Mark McGuire as a kid. Just love the variety of Sports Illustrated for Kids. I've been buying a ton of it lately, as you guys know, and selling a ton of it lately. As a matter of fact, I just sold one of these J.D. Drew cards not too long ago. So even, you know, the non-top players can sell pretty well. Someone's in really nice shape too. Here's Manny. Oh, by the way, a lot of these cards I don't have any of at all. So that was one of the other motivating factors, is I'm trying to really stretch out my Sports Illustrated for Kids holdings. So that was a good motivator. These are almost all from like 99 and 2000, I think. Yeah, this one's 2000. There's a Kevin Millwood. Needs a little bit of cleanup on the edge, but the card itself is really nice. Can't go wrong with a Tony Gwynn. the Pacific licensed one. A little bit of paper loss up here. Excuse me. A little bit on the edge there. Roger Clemens. I think this is the happy birthday card from Topps. I think it was Sports Illustrated for Kids' birthday. I'm not even sure. It says something on there. Let's see what it says. 10th? Looks like 10th. Which would make sense, because I believe the card started in '89. I think that's when the magazine came out. This is a good one, Rickey Henderson. I think this is his first Sports Illustrated for Kids card as well. I could be wrong there, but Rickey stuff sells really well for me, so I imagine that one will be easy to move. Craig Biggio. Here's a Tom Glavine. So one of the cool things about Sports Illustrated for Kids is they pretty much only make cards of the stars or the up-and-comers, so you know, there's no commons, I guess is the best way to put it. Trevor Hoffman. This is a big one. Mia Hamm. I think this is her second card. I have to follow up, but if not, if this is her first Sports Illustrated for Kids card, this is a really good one too. Either way, I'm going to make good money on that. There's Brandi Chastain, same thing. Both winning a World Cup together. Brandi Chastain, of course, famous for taking her shirt off after they won. Legend team, first real U.S. stars. You know, that won tournaments. Brianna Scurry, same thing, a keeper. And there were no female soccer cards at that time. So, Fotopoulos. I believe I do have one copy of this card yet. Nice shape. But again, part of that dominant U.S. World Cup team. Ken Griffey Jr. This is an Upper Deck sponsored one. Pretty cool. Can never go wrong with Griffey stuff. Canseco. It's a Ripken. I do have one of these, I believe, in stock now. This one's got quite a bit of paper loss, so this one probably won't do very well. But again, Cal Ripken Jr., and it's just part of this amazing lot, so still a gain. Here's a Ken Griffey Jr. I love how they spelled it all out. With the Mariners, Griffey stuff, always a winner to have. All right, here's another one of those April Fool's cards. Can you guess what's wrong with this photo? So you've got, you can make a few guesses, I guess, if you want, but the obvious thing here, he's throwing a pie. So I believe I do have one of these. Needs a little cleanup on the edge, but otherwise pretty good. Ray Lewis. I do not have any Ray Lewis. His regular cards sell pretty well, so I would imagine that one will do well. Here's a Shannon Sharpe as a hillbilly. So they did some of these kind of wild ideas, you know, cartoon designs and stuff. Here's an Emmett. Again, Emmett sells. This will be an easy one to find a buyer. This pretty sweet Brett Favre Pirate. This one's in pretty good shape. This one, it's got a little bit of paper loss on the bottom. But I do have one of these set aside to grade. I don't find these very often. This one might be... I have to check mine. I think mine has a little paper loss too. I just want one slabbed. I think it'll look cool slabbed. But this one might be better than the one I have, so I might be able to make a PC upgrade there too. Terrell Davis. This one's a good one. A little bit of a paper loss over here, so that'll obviously affect it. But this is John Elway, of course. A regular John Elway, not a goofy one. Randy Moss. So this would be Moss's second year. Needs a little bit of cleanup down here, but the card itself is phenomenal. Here's a Ty Law, the Patriots legend. And O.J. McDuffie. I remember when he was a big thing with the Dolphins. A little bit of a nick there, but otherwise, a little bit down there, but otherwise, cards in pretty good shape. These don't have to be perfect to find a buyer. I mean, they were torn out of a magazine, so the expectations aren't quite as high as something that was machine cut and comes out of a pack, right? Okay, just getting rid of the baggies there. All right, here's the other stack. So this one's interesting. I believe this is the only Iditarod Sled Dog Racer card that's been made. A little paper loss on this one. I do believe I have another copy of this, so not a big seller, but Bjorn, who's a cross-country skier, or was, I should say, in Norway. Chris Whitty. These are really good. A couple of Michelle Kwans. I believe this is her first card here, and then this was one of her as a kid. These are both, yeah, one's 99, one's 2000. So again, you've got, you know, an Olympic legend. Can't go wrong there. Should be, need a little cleanup right there, but this one, the bigger money one, is pretty much perfect. So, well, this is April Fool's. Oh, she's got rollerblades on. This might not be her first card then. A-Rod. Ken Caminiti as a ghoul. These are awesome. So Randy Johnson, John Smoltz. So all these, you know, pitching legends here. Roger Clemens as a lion. This one I'm a big fan of. I believe I have a copy of this, but it's a little bit rough shape. This is Ivan Rodriguez dressed as Darth Vader. I'm not sure how they got the licensing for that. Darth Vader, but whatever, they did it. So pretty, as a Star Wars fan, pretty awesome. And Ivan Rodriguez was a monster. Piazza, Topps birthday card. April Fool's Piazza, he's got the goalie gear on there, the hockey goalie gear. I love those cards. Here's a Pacific McGuire. I think I've sold one of these. I've definitely sold this one, April Fool's, where he's in the Cubs uniform. So Julie Foudy as a fireman, Team USA soccer legend. Peter Novak, Chicago Fire midfielder. I believe this is later in his career. He was a pretty good international soccer star. Maurice Green, another sprinter legend. Emma George, he was a pole vaulter. Inger Miller, Fatuma Roba. Carolyn Curl, who does extreme, like, snow biking and stuff like that. Extreme athlete. This one's a banger. This is Kobe as Dracula. I do have another copy of this. The copy I have, this is not on the card. That's extra, so I'll clean that up. This might even be a little bit better than my other copy, but I asked $50 for this card. And I've come close to a sale on it. I've gotten a few offers, just not quite where I want to be. Now that I have two copies, I'll probably take a little bit less for it. Is Iverson. Really cool. Alonzo Mourning. Here's Gary Payton as Superman. I'm not sure how they were able to do that and not have to get licensing from, like, DC, but whatever. Needs a tad cleanup on the bottom, but the card itself is in really good shape. It's another Alonzo Mourning. David Robinson, April Fool's. He's dunking a soccer ball in a soccer stadium. Look at this guy's face. He's in shock and awe of the Admiral's dunk there. Pretty cool. John Stockton. Reggie Miller. I sell Reggie Miller stuff really easily. Haven't had this kid's card before, but imagine I can find a buyer for that. This is a good one. Shaquille O'Neal. Really early one for him. 99 in the Lakers uniform, of course. That will do well. Grant Hill. Vince Carter. This might be Vince Carter's first Sports Illustrated for Kids card. Like I said, I got to do a little bit of looking on these. Mitch Richmond. This one's a good one. Barry Sanders. The Barry Sanders stuff always sells. A little paper loss down here. I believe that's, yeah, it's not a fold over. It's a little bit of loss of paper, but not terrible. Peyton Manning as a kid. Here's Jerry Rice. Jake Plummer. Yeah. It's weird, but there's a little bit of a Jake Plummer market. I sell his cards. Wouldn't say regularly. I don't stock a lot of it. But if I get them in lots and stuff like that, they do sell. Antonio Freeman, Packers legend. Nice shape there. Jamal Anderson. Here's a April Fool's Day Jerry Rice where he's juggling a bunch of footballs. It's pretty cool. Jimmy Smith. Kendall Gill. This one's cool. Cynthia Cooper as an angel. Unfortunately, a little bit of a chomp on the top there, but Cynthia Cooper. Basketball legend. Here's Teresa Weatherspoon. Panachero. I haven't had this card before, but I've been told she's a good seller. Jennifer Gillum. Eddie Jones. This one's got pretty good damage in it. I mean, at least the rest of it is still there, but that one's gonna be a little bit of a tougher sell. Avery Johnson. Brian Grant. The Trailblazers. And then we've got Nikisha Sales. So a lot of these early WNBA, there were no cards for women's NBA or women's, I don't know, was it WNBA back then? Yeah, it says WNBA on the ball. But these were the only cards of those players. So as that league is being built and getting some history to it, these cards are very important. Cheryl Swoops included in that. Obviously, this is the April Fools with the giant basketball. But still. So that's it. That's that lot for $25. I did extremely well, I believe. I thought it was a fun one to share, rip together, and see what we had here. Let me know what you think. Put a comment down below. Like this video if you like it. Give me a thumbs up. And share, subscribe, all those other fun things if you enjoy my content. Otherwise, that's it for this video, and we'll see you again soon.